What if we dump our trash into volcanoes? All right, picture this. You've just finished a big meal and you're left with a mountain of trash. You're tired of taking out the garbage, so you think, why not just toss it all into a volcano? I mean, it's full of lava, right? Surely it can melt down our leftover pizza boxes, right? Well, let's unpack that idea. First off, yes, volcanoes are pretty amazing. They're nature's incinerators, spewing molten rock from the Earth's core. You'd think that tossing our trash in there would be like throwing paper into a bonfire. Poof! Gone! But hold up. Before we all start hurling our garbage into the nearest active volcano, let's think about what might actually happen. So, let's start with the obvious. Heat. Lava is hot. Like really, really hot. It can reach temperatures of over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's way hotter than any oven you've got at home, and certainly hot enough to burn up most of our trash. Plastic bottles, melted, old furniture, ashes, yesterday's leftovers, toast. But it's not as simple as just turning garbage into smoke. Imagine if every city in the world decided to dump their trash into volcanoes. Millions of tons of plastic metal, and who knows what else would be thrown into these fiery pits. Now here's the problem. Volcanoes aren't bottomless pits. They're more like overflowing bathtubs of lava. If you dump too much in, something's got to give. Ever seen a volcano erupt? Spoiler alert, it's not pretty. All that extra material could cause the volcano to, well, blow its top, literally. Instead of quietly melting away your trash, it could trigger massive eruptions, sending clouds of ash, toxic gases, and chunks of molten rock into the sky. And trust me, you don't want to be around when that happens. Suddenly, your clever garbage disposal method just turned into a global disaster. But let's say we don't mind living dangerously. Let's just keep dumping our trash in anyway. What happens next? Well, first of all, not everything burns completely. Some materials would just sit there, stubbornly refusing to disintegrate. Metals, for example, might melt, but they won't just vanish. Instead, they could combine with the molten rock, creating all sorts of weird and possibly toxic mixtures. The lava could carry these pollutants down the side of the volcano and into the environment, poisoning the land and water nearby. And let's not forget the air. All that burning plastic, yeah, that's not going to smell like roses. It would release a ton of toxic fumes, creating pollution that could drift for miles. Instead of cleaning up our planet, we'd be adding to the mess, just in a different form. We'd be trading piles of trash on land for clouds of poison in the sky. Not exactly an upgrade. And what about the poor people living near these volcanoes? They already have to deal with the occasional eruption. Now we're adding garbage to the mix. Picture this. You're going about your day, enjoying your morning coffee, and suddenly the sky turns dark. Not because of rain, but because your city's trash just got launched into the air by a grumpy volcano. Coffee ruined, day ruined, and probably your lungs too. But let's back up a bit. Why did we even think about dumping trash in volcanoes in the first place? Well, it's because we're running out of space for all our garbage. Landfills are filling up, the oceans are drowning in plastic, and we're all looking for a quick fix. But if there's one thing we've learned, it's that quick fixes often lead to bigger problems. Instead of dreaming about volcanic trash cans, maybe we should focus on reducing the amount of trash we create in the first place. Recycling, reusing, composting, these might not be as exciting as hurling things into a bubbling pit of lava, but they're a lot safer. And there's something we can all do right now. So next time you're about to throw something away, think about where it's going. Maybe not into a volcano, but into a system that we can manage without risking a fiery apocalypse. Because as fun as it sounds to watch our trash go up in flames, the aftermath is a whole lot less entertaining. Let's keep the volcanoes for nature and find smarter ways to handle our waste. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll come up with a solution that's just as cool as a volcano, but a lot less explosive.